Hey, welcome back, guys. It's Pharaoh. Just getting some stuff set up here and we can start our stream off. Alright. Hey, welcome back, guys. It's Pharaoh. Today we're going to be hitting some early progression for the Lily Messiah Europe account server here. I want to help some of you guys along in case you are newer to the game, and just show you guys what I would do and what I am doing to try to progress further early on faster. So the biggest thing I would say, regardless of what you're farming, is just having an auto battle going on in the background. So right now I'm farming up some Terramaton to try to get some different pieces here, like just the 2-star little emblem pieces here. So we can try to build some sets up. The damage set for Messiah and Lily would, or a damage set for Messiah and Leon would be great. And then when we eventually reset Leon, we will throw that stuff on Didding. So that'll be good there. And then also farming some Doki Doki for speed gear, so we can get Lily, Valerian, Gray, Freya, stuff like that up and running. We did pull Freya from a, I don't know, like 10 pull or something. We had about, I don't know, we were like 16 off pity or something, I think we hit it. So we got her. We didn't do her banner, it was just the normal permanent banner, which is exactly why you do the permanent banner. You know, in case you end up with stuff like that where you then have to end up, you know, like you can just skip the Freya banner, because you'd hate to go for that, and then the next SSR, or the SSR after that is Freya, and then you just wasted going for her banner when you would have gotten her anyway, although it's all RNG, so hard to know. But yeah, we'll hop into here, and we're just trying to get some stuff set up for the one of the Grim Pursuit, the shell fights here. So these aren't the greatest pieces, but they are going to be okay enough, at least where I can go ahead and just level them up to 12, and that should complete a mission, I think, too. And then his prowess is good to go. This is something you're going to want to do early on as well. Make sure you're going in farming the prowess, and I mean from level 7 to level 25, you're mostly going to be jumping around. You're going to be farming Shadowrunner. I would farm up 3 Unbridled Science Shells, which looks like these here. Unbridled Science, you're going to want to get 3 of these maxed. You would like for them to have Swift Rush as well, so you're going to have an easier time making sets really early on. So all 3 of those all have the triple Swift Rush there. And then when you get these 3, you're going to end up pushing into a Pate, where you will end up putting, you're probably going to have Leanne and Didding, or Leanne and something else, some other damage dealer. I have Messiah. I will make Didding as well. And you're going to want to do, the Budo Panda is better, but I was just able to make a White Gale faster, so that's what Messiah has on him at the moment, but at least he's got Swift Rush there. And then this one actually makes sense. You could take the 2 Onslaughts here and then add on 5 2 Emblem or 2 Matrix modules here, and then you've got the 12 set. So when I get one more there, it's at plus 10 now. When I get one more double emblem there, we will be able to get that to 12. So I think we did have one. So we got that one there. And then we also maybe had one here. So we got this one too, which is better. Also, I'll throw that one there. And then Swift Rush was the other set, so we will look for any Swift Rush. We only have one. So we will go ahead and place that on there. And then now we have a matrix set that looks like +4 Swift Rush and then +12 Onslaught. So that will look like this. So a full Onslaught set, which is great, and then we've got a little extra bonus Swift Rush there. So you can get those working right away. Works really great that way. And then you won't have to worry too much about the gear. I mean, the gear isn't going to be good. You're looking for attack, crit damage, or crit rate on attackers, and then HP %, defense %, and then sometimes effect accuracy for supports and debuffers. So something like Gray, because he has a decreased defense, you'd like to get an effect accuracy somewhere on there, at least one. Stuff like Valerian, where it's just buffing, you're looking more for HP %, or these two are just throwaways. I was just trying to make some sets here. And these were really early on, but you're looking for HP % and then defense %, so maybe we can fix her up a little bit here too. Okay, cool. What she has on her shell is also important, so she's got 3 Swift Rush, so we want to go ahead and try to finish the Swift Rush set if possible. It might be 1 off instead, and we might not have a 3 matrix to match with it, but in that case we could just take off one of these as well to make sure we're getting the full speed bonus, because the speed bonus is going to be more impactful early on, and really just the entire game than just having a little extra defense. 10 defense is not too big of a deal there, so maybe we actually go ahead and do this and just throw one of these on. We got this one here as well. Can roll this stuff up. Probably at a +12 for these is fine. Some people recommend not putting so much in, but it's going to take a little bit to get these to 3 matrices, and I mean an epic piece with the correct main stat will pretty much carry you through to the Hell difficulty, where you can start then farming up some triple matrix pieces. So that'll work fine there. We do have this piece here. We have got, so we don't have any double Swift Rush here. We do have this, we can try. We are sitting at +11 right now, so as long as we can get 1 more, we'll be good there. If we could have gotten 2, like a double here, maybe there'll be 1 here, but yeah, so there's not 1 there, but we can put on this 1 piece here. It's not a whole lot better. You could probably just leave this one on and wait for a better upgrade, but we'll take this, and then I guess we'll have to try to get a Swift Rush piece for one of these two, and then we'll have the actual Swift Rush set effect. So yeah, I mean, early on it's a little rough going, but we'll get there. We will get there, guys. We got that. Gray is pretty trash right now too. He's already getting to the point where he's missing his decreased defense, so something like double effect accuracy could be okay. You kind of want him to survive though, so if there's anything in here that's like a defense % or an HP %, that would be good too. And then these also do offer higher crit rate, so this is a +18 at level 9, so we'll upgrade this and then see the difference here. So we're looking at, it's only 3% more, but every percent is better, so might as well take advantage of that. We do have an HP bonus and a defense bonus, so we can just maybe pop that on and bring that up to +9 as well, or a little higher. And then these were not replaceable anyway. So here we've got +12, we were just barely able to make that, and that triple matrix for the Swift Rush from the Unbridled Science was pretty much exactly what pushed us all the way over there, so definitely worth it there. And then everything else is kind of built out. Lily, not in a great spot, but again, the triple matrix Swift Rush is saving the fact that we don't have great pieces here. And we might have some upgrades in here, not crit rate, but we do have defense % there. We can maybe throw on instead. We got speed on both, so we'll just take the weaker piece there off. And upgrade that to +9 at least. We're good there, and then I don't think we have anything else, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. But moving up there, we've got some prowess as well here to throw into Lily. I definitely want to make sure we are getting this stuff up and accounted for. These are a pretty massive number of stats, so first skill is attack, second skill is defense, third skill is HP, and you can get what is that, 1,250 extra just flat health, and then 10% extra HP, and that's for every single unit of the game, SR, SSR, SR, and Rare. It's all the same matrix scheme here. I believe we can check just to make sure. So let's attack, we'll check HP. So you have 20, 250, 400, 600, and then the extra 10% there. So, yep, Rare through SR, all the same prowess stuff. So you definitely want to get that for the extra stats early on. Just those little things like that are what's going to help you push into the next area. That's the most impactful thing, is making sure your module, at least the sets are being finished, and then getting that prowess up, and then the shell is the most important because you're getting the highest level of stats then from these. So we have 20 speed here, so we'll look at Lien, or maybe we'll look at something that has a full Swift Rush. I wonder if this one's not done, or they just have, oh, they're different. They're just different animuses. So the Unbridled Science, unfortunately, does have less speed than the Budo Panda and White Gale, which you would be getting into the next stage, which would be a Pate, but it's still good to have any speed you can get. So yeah, I guess we'll just do Lien then. So she's got 20 speed, and then we do have Swift Rush for 8% on her, but her base speed is 106, so 8 speed there is like 8.6 or 7 or something like that extra speed. It's not quite 9 extra speed, I don't think, but it's pretty close to almost 9 extra speed there on the end. But if we look at the shell then, you're ending up with 20 extra speed, so that's better there. If we look at one that has a little bit more going on, like Lily, she's got the full 35%, so she's getting 35 would be if it was a base speed of 100, and then the extra 17 is something like 6 extra speed, maybe. So she's getting about 41. It's like 41 extra speed there, whereas her shell is giving her 16. So for damage dealers, it's much more noticeable where the extra speed off the shell is doing more. But you know, the supports still benefit from it. Every ounce of speed you can get is good, and then just the basic stats are good there too. So that's sort of that breakdown there. But yeah, I think we can probably hop back into farming some of this if it's done. Maybe we can do one more run here. Sure, and then if you guys notice here, I do have 400 over at 120, so I full maxed this one on accident. I thought I was just filling up like a 10 run for the background farming, and then accidentally spent a full 10 refreshes there, which is fine. If you can put in the time to do 10 refreshes a day, it's definitely a good idea to do so. You would like to do that to be able to keep moving, so nothing bad there. So yeah, collect our achievements. We do have some summons a little bit here. I think we have some free ones, and then we have some ones where they are just the normal odd discs. So permanent summons, we have 3 of them from the Anasync adventure thing, whatever that is, and then whatever else is there. So we'll get at least 20 in today here. Yes. So the pass here doesn't seem like much because you're only getting one reward at a time when you're opening it, or maybe you're getting two. But over time, it adds up to be a lot. I think you're getting another summon every 10 levels you get, or in this case 5. Then you get the Apex one there, Shadow Print, and Evolution thing here, Lattice. So it's some nice free rewards to pick up there. But we can just hop back into the Hyperlink Charter. Keep humming along. So fully equipped 3 SSR Animus with 9 modules, level 9 modules. So we've got these two. Oh, she's got level 6 modules. That's the issue. Now, you don't really want to go ahead and do this, like, for just a 1 matrix piece. But we don't have any other upgrade at the moment, so it's not the end of the world to just do that, and then we can keep on pushing through here then. So we can do that. Hard 3 Terramaton will be a little bit harder. Fully equipped 3 SSR Animus with level 9 unique modules. So this is where you would want to have already been farming some hard mode, like hard 2 Doki Doki, and then hard 2 Terramaton, if you can. So here we have, it's all unique other than just this one. So we just need to get that one fixed up if possible. There's really not a good upgrade, so we might just have to throw something we don't necessarily want onto it. So he's good to go there. Leanne is good to go here. So we can actually do this, where we'll just take this, replace, and that will complete that mission. But we can go back in and we can change that out right away. So take that off and just throw the defense piece on. The gear changing is all free, at least so far it has been, so nothing to worry about there. You can switch gear from character to character as you need to complete content, or as you end up getting better sets on, like maybe a better support, you put them on there, and then the lower supports start getting the leftover gear from the higher priority supports, and then same with damage dealers. So not that you probably wouldn't be making too many damage dealers. I mean, there's like Messiah, Didding, Ziada, Rosa, Chloros, stuff like that. There are some damage dealers, but there's not a ton in the game so far, so it's not like even if you wanted to build every damage dealer, you'd be building very many characters. So yeah. And then we need to 5-star something as well. We do need to 5-star Leanne just for her missions anyway, because we're going to have to use her in Terramaton. Lily is also a fantastic option to go ahead and 5-star, and definitely will be doing both. At this point, I think I'm going to do Lily, because she's a little higher priority. And then we can kind of just have these two carry Leanne through some of the other areas if we need to. Or we can just try to do both at the moment. Not sure how many shadow print pieces we have. We should be able to do both. But okay, 6 there. And we can take this and we can just craft some other shadow print pieces up. So yeah, plenty there then. Definitely plenty. It seems to be like a conversion rate of maybe like 8, 4, and 2. So it would take like maybe 8. I feel like it would take like 8 of these to go into a purple one. And then like 8 of these would become then 2 of these. So, or like a 1 to 4 conversion rate is maybe what it is. So I'm not sure if one of these, or if we did 4 of these, it would turn into 1 of these. I haven't exactly figured that out, but you're pretty starved for this stuff at the beginning of the game, so that's something to look forward to if you guys are not quite playing yet, just kind of checking it out. So we've got that. So they're good to go now. Something about this game that's kind of odd is the level is pretty irrelevant. Starring them up is a massive increase in stats, and then leveling them up is almost nothing. I think going from level 1 to level 45 would be maybe a 10% stat increase from what she has right now. I don't think the speed goes up at all, but the other like health, defense, attack, I think go up by like 10% maybe. Yeah, unfortunately we can't we can't check it without actually leveling it up. The leveling up stuff doesn't do a whole lot. The starring up definitely does. It does a lot, but the leveling up is not huge. The bigger pieces of the game are like Shell, getting your first 5 into prowess on everything and getting extra base stats that way. There is a dupe system here. Gives you some basic increase in stats. She does debuff, so she gets some effect accuracy. Some things get crit rate. I think some get. I don't know if any of them get speed. I don't think any of the characters get speed in the game, but they get some sort of stat increase that helps them as their own specific unit. So that is something to look out for too. And then yes, we'll hit that. Follow 5 players. That should be pretty easy to do. For any of you guys that are watching on YouTube right now on the stream, if you guys are on the Europe server, it would be awesome if there was any union space in any of your unions. It's actually hard to find a union to get into on the Europe server, I'm finding. There's not enough unions, or there's not enough players that are awake when I'm awake here in the States. He probably... Oh, he does have one. Maybe he was already set up with someone else. Nice. Yeah, but it's hard to find any unions that are open, so that is tough. And then that's actually a thing here you want to check in. And then, of course, you get stamina and other rewards for being in a union, so it's good in every way to just be in a union as fast as possible. But you want to be in an active one. Defeat hard Doki Doki once, fully equipped one Animus with epic modules. That's pretty easy to do. Do any have a bunch of them? No, he kind of does. We can take her and do this, and then we can take this one off and put on this, and I think that covers it. And we can just switch back right away then too. For that. So Doki Doki Hard 2 and Teramaton Hard 3 are what it wants us to do. So we'll fix her back up, and then I'm going to be summoning pretty shortly here for YouTube crowd. So I'm trying to make a YouTube video out of the stream. Hey John, welcome back. Trying to make a video at the moment for YouTube. It should be just about ending for them, so they can do that, and then we can do our normal live stream activities. So, what are we at here? 15. There's 3 there, so we should try to get a couple more if possible, and then we can maybe use a few crystals. That wouldn't be the end of the world. So. We could get one there. If we defeated this, we could get... upgrade any of her skills one time. Could do that too. So let's exit out of this, and then we can have it run some GP outpost here. We get some more summons from here too, actually. So that's not too bad. Hey, nice man. What team did you use to get through level 42 of Ember Trek? I know a lot of people have been struggling pretty badly with that one. You know, the more I go through here with Messiah, the more I wonder, like in different teams? Should I just be building Ditting instead? Because he's great for stuff like this where it's wave clearing, but then I get into some of the Shell Dungeons or Terramaton where it's just like one boss and 2 side ads, and Ditting would just be doing more damage, I think, just cracking the bosses open. But I'm not sure. Messiah is obviously still a beast, but Ditting, I think, might be doing just more burst, the more burst damage you need in some areas, so... yeah. He was at level 6 then, hopefully. Okay, level 21 that opens, so pretty shortly here. We can just have that run that. Okay, and then we should have... I think we did Arena already. So, I definitely want to make sure you're using all 5 of your tickets there every day if you are a new player. You can get a perfect lattice in there pretty easily once a week, just from doing your 5 attacks a day. So you used Lily, Ditting, Kachi, Valerian, and Kloss to beat the end of Ember's Traquae. Oh, I tried 10 times before you got it. Well, it's good that you did get it. I think reset is today, right? So while that's going, we can do the challenge for Doki Doki Hard 2, hopefully pass that. And then we can roll back around to Hard 3 for Terramaton, and that'll give us, I think, just about enough summons for our stuff. I'm going to pull her out. Kaz is a great champion for, or great Animus for Doki Doki for sure, but I actually have gear on Leanne, so we're just going to throw her in. And we should pass this, I think, with 3 5-stars, all with reasonable modules on them. At least for this early on, I think we can beat Hard 2, I would hope. So... I wish this up here in Doki Doki would say, like, 2 waves. It would say wave 1 and then out of 2, so you knew you were getting a second wave after that. I mean, you're going to figure it out pretty quickly anyway if you actually watch the game that you're playing, but I don't know why it says wave 1 out of 1 when there's pretty clearly 2 waves in Doki Doki. This would be where Kaz is great because she can... CC the enemies, and then it makes it so that you can deal more damage to them. So, just speeds up your runs significantly. And then in some, as you get higher, you have to, or you're going to fail anyway. But at the lower stages, it just makes the farming faster. Okay, so it looks like we got Hard 2 here done then. Hopefully Hard 3 is just as easy in Terramaton. Kaz King and Doki, pretty high add damage when asleep. Yeah. Well, it's nice she's on a 3-turn cooldown as well, because then you can pretty reliably keep the like hit the CCs, but then also keep the decrease attack on in case you do get hit back. We gotta hit Hard 3 here as well. Okay. We've not built the Freya up yet. We will build the Freya up at some point. Now that I've played the game more, we've seen more of how you might want to progress or more optimally progress in the game. Freya has kind of become, I feel like, more of a arena champion, which was kind of surprising to me because of the way that you can mess with some of her the way that she works. So something like a Catchy and a Valerian will still cover the increased attack and the increased defense, but they will just be bringing more to the team. So even though you're getting the buffs from two different sources, Valerian and Kachi are also bringing extra buffs on that, and Kachi's bringing extra debuffs. So those two take the role of Freya and perform in just better ways. So Freya is kind of getting shelved at the moment, but she will be definitely used, depending on different events and in different areas where they have the restrictions in terms of which elements you can use. She'll get picked up there too, when I need green and whatever other color champions to complete content. So it looks like hard 3 was easy, I guess. It's going to hit again, might take some stuff out, but we should be beating this quite easily at this point. So that is a positive note there. Lovely. Freya is great when struggling with turn cycling since she pushes people. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Since I have the Lily and I'm getting the extra, the increased speed or whatever, I'm better off that way. But yeah, for players that are struggling with that, Freya is quite good. A bit more of that, and then we are good to go for one of the Hyperlink charter things, I think, here. So we've got that. We need to, I guess, follow people, someone. I'm not sure that it matters who. Let's see if this person has a union. Okay, just maybe join their own. Alrighty then. So we got that. We'll get these summons here, and then keep pushing there. Okay, so we're gonna need to get through this so we can get the second lattice to then skill up Leanne twice, because that's part of her hyperlink charter. You need to put 2 lattices into the same skill, so skill 3 is what it should be for her, and then you can reset her and get these back and put it into something you'd actually want to use. That's why we're farming GP Outpost for Fire right now, so we can get Leanne built up to there, and then yeah. So is that enough summons then? Nice, awesome. So we'll get these going so I can kind of put together a YouTube video here to put up for people that don't want to watch streams that are too long. They get their piece, and then we'll get to hang out on stream here. But if you guys haven't come out to watch the streams, definitely do so. It's a good time over here. Just listen to some... It's pretty much dubstep music, I think. At least that's what it used to be called. Maybe it's called something else now, but we just hang out and listen to music here and re-roll a lot, and usually fail at those re-rolls a lot, so that's alright though. So we are 31 off pity, so I think I'm gonna do 1, because then now that we've hit 50, I think now we're in soft pity range, so this might increase the chance for the times 10 to hit something. But we'll see. No, not quite. Alright. Getting copy there, cool. So anyway, that'll be all for the YouTube video section of this. If you guys have not come to the stream, definitely hop over, check it out. We'd love to have you here, but if this is all you're watching, then you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, I make my YouTube videos too long, you guys. I make them like, I make like 20... A 20-minute video for me is like good. That's like, oh man, I fit all that into 20 minutes this time, finally. I don't know how some YouTubers are able to do like 8 to 10 minute videos every time. I have like there's like too much to try to fit into one video, I guess, for me. So I'd rather give people, you know, in all of the information for one area instead of, you know, maybe scoping in on just one thing or one other thing. But still struggling with Inferno. Need better speed. What are you running, Doki? You've got the Lily, right? So is it like Lily, Kloss, Kaz +2, Valerian, Zenyatta, or Messiah? What do you use? These here, so we gotta hit this too then. You're resetting Messiah for the rat. Hey, the rat. So you have good enough gear. You think you can run Ramoka, and it's going to be a pretty quick clear then. That, or I guess, are you hoping to just clear wave 1 and then sustain until you get her skill 3 back for the second wave, and then blast the second wave that way? Missing Codex with a good Matrix. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite the farm. Getting those shells can be quite exhausting. If you had any runs where you do 10 runs and it's, or maybe even 3-star, but you do, you know, all your runs 5, 8, 10, whatever it is, and it's all epics. How many times a day does that happen? Unless the epic shells don't drop from the higher Grim Pursuit stages. I mean, I farm Nico Nana on my other account here, and I get a bunch of Black Flags and Twilight Knights, and it's like, you know, I farmed enough of them in Fabian. I don't need any more, but yeah. Yeah, spamming Nico Nana, yeah. What is your Inferno team? Do you use Vice at all? I might build him, see if I can get some use out of him, but I don't know, with Lily in the team, it might not be a spot where, like, for Vice, so I'm not sure. I guess you could run something like Lily, Kachi, Vice, and Hitting or something, maybe. Or Fangus would be good too for the dots. But, yeah. Oh, gotcha. You got the Shadow Sonya. That's what I'm looking for on this account too. Maybe we'll pull one today here. If I get lucky, that would be optimal to get Shadow Sonya, because then I would not have to ever try, it would seem, in any dungeon with if you got Lily, Shadow Sonya, and I've got the Messiah too for AoE damage if I don't want to build anything else for Doki Doki, so it's just, I could just turn my brain off, I think, but yeah. What do you think is better between Ling Luo and Valerian? Obviously, Ling Luo has the affinity advantage, but Valerian maybe helps you just deal more damage and stuff like that. I guess if you got the, if you're doing a dot team, maybe you don't need the, wouldn't need the attack buff anyway then. But. I don't know how I haven't beaten this stage yet. Probably. I guess that's what happens when she heals on every skill. Yeah, I think we're good there. We can start farming something. Yeah, we can hit this. We can try to do hard, maybe. Leon is actually built, so maybe we want to put her in somewhere here. Not sure. This might be better. If you use Dotling is better. Not unless you want level 1 headgear. Go with Val. Attack buff messes with the Lily buff. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Ling Luo. Oh, she can extend the buffs too, actually, can't she? She does the buff extension on skill 2, so she can make the uptime for Lily and Kachi's buffs 100% anyway of the time, because then they'll whatever, roll back over into their skills again and have them up. So I bet that does work pretty well. Okay, this run is going pretty well so far. The first time I tried Kururu, it was okay up to like the halfway point of his health, and then my team got slayed out pretty hard, but I think we can probably just set this on continuous battle in the background and finish up this set of missions here. As long as we can get 2 stars, then we can do the 8 runs in the background and not have to think too hard about it. Yeah, I definitely plan to reset Leanne. I think I've got 3 days left, but I'm not too concerned about, hitting the missions I need to do. I've already been through it once. I think as long as you've been through it once at the beginning of the game, you kind of know how to speed run it. Like, a lot of the stuff is just, as long as you have multi-battles going on in the background and you're just blowing through your staminas. How did I lose? As long as you've got stuff blowing, blowing through stamina in the background, like, I think you're pretty good to go in a lot of ways. So we can just do these 8, and then when I can clear hard a single time, then we'll be good to go there. And we will not have to deal with that boss again, because he doesn't drop anything I want. Anyway. Fully equip 1 SSR Animus with level 12 epic modules. I think we can kind of joke our way through this one too. So Leon would need... Oh, they need to be level 12, hey? That's a little unfortunate. Admittedly. Attack, the one we got here... Whoa, oh, it's alright. We can run that one up. Alright, that can go here. And then crit rate would be awesome too, if we can get that somewhere. Guess it's just gonna be this way. Yeah. Do you use your Leon? Is that what you do, or? Is any of this usable? Like, we can do this one here, and then just change it back. And then this one can be really anything, I think. It's just an upgrade anyway, so I'll do that. Yeah, went for Messiah. And then you're resetting Messiah then for Ramoka now, so. Gotcha. Yeah, Ramoka's a tough one, because, I mean, she's obviously the best damage dealer for Doki Doki, but I don't know if she's really usable anywhere else, because of the way her skills work. I mean, she could be good for other wave-based content, but yeah, it's just tough when because I don't think she's really would be that necessary for any of the other like shell dungeons or anything. But yeah, for Doki Doki, she's insane. Yeah, gotcha there. So let's see if we can get this thing skilled up then. We have enough. Okay, great. We got enough of these at least. We just have to get the other lattice. That will not be difficult, I wouldn't imagine. We need 120 there then. Oh, we'd have to farm it more. I guess we can. 79. We need a 41 more. And then we have to put Leanne, this one, back onto Valerian. Place, and then Leanne needs something else. So yes, that's fine. Alright. Okay, we got that done. Lovely, and then it's gonna ask for, I guess, this Leanne defeat Pate one time. That's pretty easy. You can only use Ditting as your damage dealer now, yeah. Well, I think, well, you got the Shadow Sonya too, so anywhere you can use poisons, I think, in most areas, unless you feel like it's taking too long. But yeah, I mean, I would say you're still in a pretty good spot. Definitely with Shadow Sonya. I don't know if they've made her work in Arena yet, but when more dotting champions come out that do AoE dots and stuff, and you can stack them up, and more champions come out that have extend enemy debuff duration, she could probably start, you know, I don't know if she'll be able to ever 100% destroy an enemy team with dots, but there are probably teams that could put together where you can do, you know, 70-80% of the enemy's health in the first turn before they've moved. And then just try to pick them off after that. You'd have to go into a team that doesn't have a healer buffer, and then into like setup, and then, you know, the their damage healer can just wreck you back, but... Hopefully they do that. Yeah, I think they will. I think there will definitely be some fun dot play in PvP, I would say. Now, if they allow it to stay, that's sort of a different question. If they allow it to stay, but yeah, I would hope they wouldn't mess with it. They want me to defeat Hollow Affinity Heart 3 10 times with her. That should be pretty easy. Okay. I'm loving how Lily is making these runs so much faster because I have Messiah there to pair with her too. So he can just double ult and basically delete enemy waves. It is extremely nice. Like, it is so much faster progression with these two. Not just the fact that you can abuse the mechanics and do more in dungeons in different areas faster than other people would normally be able to anyway, but like, you can just burn the stamina flat out faster too because you're clearing the stages faster. So, and then we're almost back down to 0 then. Yeah, Lily's pretty OP everywhere, it would seem. I don't think it's just progression. I think you can just use her anywhere. Literally any shell stage, any module stage, any... I mean, investigation isn't hard anyway, but really anywhere. And then she's like desired in PvP as well, where you're using her in real-time arena and then people are banning her because they don't want to deal with her there, and she's nasty everywhere. I don't know why she was released in the game. I think it was probably not great for the game, honestly, that she is in the game. I think it's a little overpowered at this point. Maybe if she'd come out in 6 months, I think, or 6 or 9 months, I think would have been better for her. I think she's too game breaking, but I don't think they can nerf her now. At least I don't think it'd be a good idea for them to, considering, you know, I'm sure at least 10,000 people have re-rolled accounts, probably significantly more than that, but just conservatively, we're looking at 5-digit numbers for people that have re-rolled accounts just to get Lily. So they're going to piss off a lot of people if they were to nerf her. So defeat hard 3 or higher some amount of times as well. Yeah, we gotta get her hyperlink charter stuff done as fast as possible. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine the Vulcan video after re-rolling 4 different sessions? The first session he did was like 9 hours or something. Re-rolled 20 hours to get a Lily account finally, so he's already, you know, 2 weeks behind or whatever I think he ended up being from everyone else that started day 1 or June 5th. And then, yeah, for her to get nerfed after spending, you know, waiting 2 weeks to get an account that you feel that you can finally play is just, that's brutal. If they were to do that. What do you guys think about this, the Didding skill order? I personally did mine skill 3 and then skill 2. What do you guys think? And I figure he gets maxed out. I would probably maybe even max the first skill Ditting at some point too, but what do you guys think between 2 and 3 first? Three, two, one. Yeah, that's what I did too. I'd rather guarantee the follow-up attack first and then worry about the crit rate conversion to crit damage later. But free to play, eh? Okay, I think that's enough then for that. We can set hard 3 to run there, and then that's basically all of our stamina, I think, unless I can get into a union here. So again, if any of you guys are on Europe server and need someone in your union, let me know. No. Free to play. Well, he doesn't have the border, but wow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Makina completed number check. Congratulations. Big GG's there. Time to huddle myself. Whale, alright. Is Yele worth using gems to pity? Is Yele worth using gems to pity? That'd be pretty wild to for a free-to-play player to be pitying out the Yele banner. Are there any unions on the server, man? Better, I'm gonna have to join a level 1 union, or a level 2 union. Which, then you're guaranteed, basically guaranteed to not get a good check-in reward, or a check-in reward really at all. I think you have to have 5 players in your union that check in to get a check-in reward at all, so. Yeah. Come to Whale. Outstanding. You're on Global 3. Nice. Well, any of the global servers 1 through 5, they can all be in the same union on Global. It's just that the Europe servers don't seem to have their unions crossing over. Hopefully they will eventually. I can understand them not wanting to do that, but... oh, there's a level restriction, my guy. I am a union. Alright. Level 83 level restriction. What? How do you make these numbers up? I would really love to not join this one, but I might have to. Yeah. Okay. We can check it out. I think it was... Is it that? No. Oh crap! What that detail? Yeah, that's too bad. Oh, what's his name? I don't even want to say that out loud. I mean, I have like a 90% I think a pretty accurate guess of what that means, but yeah. Not everything translates so well from English to Spanish, but I'm pretty confident about that one. Are they active? No, they're not active at all. I don't want to join this either. There's another problem. When 20 people out of the 25 are not active players, that's a no-go too. That is brutal. So it says I am... okay. That's... Alright. Let me try that one. Level 40, yeah. Level restriction, and it's the same shit though. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maybe active players out of 29. Like, yeah, that is rough. That is some rough stuff. That's pretty rough too. That's some shit. It's a shit piece right there. I don't know why I'm in 201. We can try somewhere else, I guess. I basically just look at people's profiles because people don't seem to be like people don't seem to be like, yeah, you can join this union or you can join this union for the most part here. I just kind of have to sit here and look and see if there's anything open. I wouldn't get the check-in reward there either. Is there any other way we can get some stamina here to keep farming this account up? That would be quite optimal at this point. There's 4 there. Another one there. So what is that, 5 then? And we already claimed the one from in here, so that'll be another 9 levels there to go. Yeah, I need to be in a union. Somewhere. Alright, check in. Oh, it'll take us through the whole Union stuff. I don't want to get too excited yet. Well, they did defeat the first Union boss, and they're almost through the second one. So this could be a good look here. 80 stability, 19 check-ins yesterday, so there's 10 people that aren't active. Or maybe they're level 9, yeah, so they're going to need to tighten this up a little bit in here, but yeah. Well, at least we got some extra stamina to use, burn through and get farther, a little farther here. What do we want? Not really any of these. Definitely don't want to do an SR. Public service announcement on that. Please don't post SRs in here. Like, you're going to pull 6 of those. You're going to pull your first copy, and then you're going to pull 5 more, probably pretty quickly. And that's going to be max duped anyway. You're going to have the max dupe of what you want before you even get through the 50 fragments of the SR. So when people do the SRs, it makes the skin on the back of my neck stand up, and just it makes absolutely no sense. Please don't do that, guys. Do an SSR. Yeah, it's got to be an SSR. So I have 6 of these coins for whatever reason. Kloss, actually, if I could throw a Kloss in here, that'd be a good one. Have the Rosa finish that one off for them, but well, this is a good place to land right now. At least we got something going on in here, but we might need to make this. We might need to make a change once they get to level like 35, 40. Hopefully, I can do that pretty quickly and maybe get into a more active union if this one is a little more casual or kind of dying off. Who knows? Who knows? We need to do something. This needs to be running something for us. So we need to do this one time. So we have to do hard, and then that'll finish that stuff up. Beat Teramaton hard 3 more times. Definitely do that. Yeah, stamina's a real problem. I need to 2 or 3 times the stam regen. If you're casual, there's literally no issue with it at all. But yeah, if you're a little more hardcore, or you're trying to sit down and be pretty grindy for 3 to 4 hours, then yeah, you're out. And then it's like, man, I got this time to keep grinding and I can't move. I don't know why they don't do it where the refill fully refills the amount that you have. So it just does 100. But it'd be cool if they did it where it did 120 or 130 or 140, whatever your level is, whatever your stamina cap actually is. I think that would help a lot, because pretty quickly that would turn like what would be 5 refills into what is now 6 refills, because you're getting 20 extra energy, or you'd be getting 30 or 40 and so on, and that would add up a lot. But yeah. The other thing too is early on like this, like I feel like the game really opens up at level 25. You get Ember Trek, you get some other things, and then you're starting to get more resources and rewards that way. But it takes 3 days to get there. Of actually playing the game, it takes 3 days to get to level 25, I think. Unless you're using, maybe you can get to 25 in 2 days. I think you might have to use some mental stabilizers to get there though. But yeah, it would be pretty close. I think maybe you could without using them. I don't know. That depends on when you start your account too. I mean, most people can't get up in the morning where reset is at and then start a brand new account in the morning. Like usually you have work or you have something else going on, and you're gonna be starting a new account for any game in like the afternoon. In a lot of these games too, for me, in the middle of America, it's a 6 or a 7 p.m. reset for a lot of games that are made over in Asia. Some of them, the resets are like a more global reset where it's like 2 or 3 in the morning for me, but a lot of them are like 6 or 7 p.m. where it's reset at that point too. And then EU here for me is 10 p.m., which is okay. That's really not that bad at all, a 10 p.m. reset, but yeah. Let's see what else we can hit here. We got that one done. Nice. We are full cleared for days 1 through 4 then for Ling Luo, so we're doing well there. Hyperlink Charter, we just have to finish that one up. That'll be pretty easy. And then we need to beat this guy 1 time for that, and then it was the same thing here, I think. You beat him 1 time there. And then these are equipping different things. That fixes that one. We need to do Doki Doki, apparently. Nightmare 1 on Teramaton. That'd be a little tough, I think. We can try. Oh, no, it doesn't even unlock until level 25. Yeah. This game starts at level 25. This game literally starts at level 25. Until then, you're just farming up what you can. Some shells, some modules, trying to get things squared away, getting some GPL post farmed, and then it is what it is at that point. So we got that done. We got a dupe for Lian. How exciting, guys. We're five away from hitting level 22. They want us to win in Fantasy Club with Lian, and then deploy Lian to defeat Hard Karoo. Nice. These are all going to line up then. We just have to... We beat this 1 time, and we're going to get 3 different missions done. So we can do Fantasy Club 10 times, I think, here. This is when you do main quest 7. Sure, let's do those. We need Lian in team. The moment that clears, this should roll over to 22, and then I've got a little bit more open. But you sort of defeat Hard Karoo. I'm wondering if there's anything else that I can do. Where do we get that next? Where do we get that next perfect lattice at? We get it here. So we just, yeah, as long as we can defeat this, we can get Lian's 2nd skill leveled up. We should try to get the prowess stuff on this stuff done. That'll be helpful too. So we need dark. We need a little more of this too, I think. Yeah, we need 41 more there. We're good there. Not good there, though. It's a good thing we checked. So let's head into... not there. To GP outpost and hit some of this. Oh, we need 41 of these, so we'll do this first. We can try to start doing these too. I kind of wish all content was 5-person teams, yeah. It makes things a little awkward to build in the beginning because you're... depending on what you get, at least, because some people, you're not even going to have 4 units you want to build, and then some people, like right away at least, and then some people are going to have it where you can build 5 units, but they don't always synergize together so well. But yeah. Not too much talking in here. It's okay. Has been removed. Corpse breath. Okay, so it's good to see that if people are off too long, this union will remove them. It is good to see. Hopefully that activity continues. So we have to do 5 more of those, and then... oh, we're good here then. We were good here for Leon then, I think. Get out of this. Save a little stamina there. Can't do that. Not a whole lot we can do there. Yeah, I think at this point it's kind of just we need to get this done. So we'll try that again. This dude is like the most useless boss. If you guys used any of these shells, let me know. This one looked okay, but I thought these two were kind of not great looking. This one did look okay though, but I just didn't farm really this at all. I just got through what I had to do for the missions, and then I've never touched this again. I farmed Shadowrunner for 3 Unbridled Sciences, and then a Pate for the panda or the hamster looking thing, and then I try to get into Fabian as quickly as possible. So this is what we got here. Yeah, just farm it for the currency, yeah. I think a Pate gives out the same level of shells. I don't think it has the blue shells, it's just the purple ones, so... And it's easier to farm, so I just would use that and recycle those instead until I can get into Fabian. And start to get some Black Flags and Twilight Knights. And start really pushing the account forward there, then. When does Nico Nana unlock? Do I get that at 30 or 35? Because with Lily and I'm Didding too. With Lily, Valerian, I can build Kachi. I can build other things. Like I have the Animus, the supporting cast that I would need to get into Nico Nana earlier than I should be able to. Really because of Lily. But yeah, I'm wondering if it's 35 or if it's 40 that Nico Nana opens, because then I can start to try to get those shells pretty quickly after getting some of the Black Flags and Twilight Knights, and try to force my way in there. And if I get a Shadow Sanya here too, it's even easier, because then I can just build like Lily, Shadow Sanya, double support like Ling Luo or Valerian, or Ling Luo, Kachi, just something to help heal the team, keep good buffs on the team to keep the team alive. Which should probably be Kachi over Valerian, and then like Ling Luo for healing. But yeah, we could try something like that too, just dotting her to death. And then that team would be affinity friendly as well. But yeah, I feel like you hit level 25 and the game opens up a lot, and then you get to Nico Nana, and then the game once again changes once you can get in there and start farming that stuff up. Get some what are they, mythic shells? I don't know how I keep failing this. Do higher DPS, okay. We can try. Okay, we're done there. We can do I would love if it would have a counter here where I knew exactly where it was going. But it does not. Is there any way we can just level these up? Even if it wouldn't be the most optimal thing, and just burst our way through it. We can certainly try. Yeah, we can change to... What is his shell? Swift Rush. Yeah, we need this for the attack, though. We can try that. Or that. Yeah, we're gonna try this one here. See if this will help us get through. I don't like bringing these up that high, but I'm trying to push this content as fast as I can, so I feel somewhat compelled to do so. And their prowess is good. That's good, missing some here, which I could actually get probably pretty quickly. I don't even know what would do more. Gray at 4 stars or Leanne at 5 stars. She's really just not great. I don't know what else to say about her. She's got a great design. Her skills look great on paper. They look great, like the animation of them, but she just doesn't do anything. She's just a letdown, or like a trap, like an investment trap for new players. And obviously you have to invest for her for the missions, so that's even more like, yeah, she's good, use her. She's just bad. It'd be great if we could beat the next stage and get the extra summon there. That would be good. That would put us up to 9, and then you know, if we can't get another one, it would only be 100 crystals then anyway to do a 10 pull and see what we get there. I mean, I have enough crystals right now too to fully max refresh for the next week anyway, so that's good, but trying to be more optimal on this account and not use too many crystals for summoning. I used 15 or 1800 or something when we were re-rolling these accounts into summoning, and then I've used 100 or 200 or 300 maybe after that, so I think I've used a little over 2,000 crystals on summoning, which I think is fine. I think that's totally fine. Like, that's not going to be that's really not going to be putting me behind or anything. You know, it's better to just get your rerolls done and see what you get, and instead of being like, well, I'll spend another hour here just getting summons in a more optimal manner to then be let down when you get a shit SSR and then you have to reset anyway, or reroll. There's another question mark actually, why they didn't put in resetting into the game. Why we have to go ahead and reroll different servers or reroll different emails instead of just resetting. I don't know why resetting hasn't become industry standard. Why we still have games where you can't just do the resetting on one server and keep doing it that way. But But whatever. Okay, weekly quests. The week is just about over, so yeah, it resets in an hour and 50 minutes for me, so these are done already. Yeah, let's do Lily, and then at this point we just have to get through the hard, whatever, green Grim Pursuit guy. And then we can do more after that. Ben has your tablet. Alright, now that Lily's done, I hope we can just blow through this and I don't have to look at it again. But, be a challenge, Grim Pursuit, and then we are going to try to defeat this boss. But we did get our 10 pulls, so we can go ahead and do a 10 pull here and see if we get an SSR as well after this.
Bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Looks like we got through hard there then. That's a good deal. Won't ever have to look at that again. So that should complete 3 different areas then. There. Okay. Reconfigure unique shell. Okay. Try that. Sure. Not like that's going to do much on an epic shell anyway, any of that. And we're through there, lovely. And then hard Fabian, so if that's unlocked. No, it's a 23. Level 23 we get Fabian. Finally start getting some shells we would actually like to have. Any unique shell carries 2 purple tier passive effects. That's that's even worse, okay. Thought we were done there, but we're not. We are definitely not done in there. Okay, I'm wondering if it's going to want us to do 10 runs here too. No, doesn't look like it. Upgrade Leanne to level 45. We got to hit reach player level 26. There's another lattice there. To clear that, do that. Our Doki Doki. Alright, we're gonna do hard 3 Doki Doki, I think, and try that out. See if we can get that done. That or it's gonna have to be this, but I don't want to start this and then not have enough stamina to actually get through the story. So there. You know, we do have this fight we need to do. I wonder what the rewards are here. Mental stabilizer. It's cool. Some crystals. It is so nice to get this stuff before the week is over too. We can just run this. Get our attack in for the day. Okay, our supports have oh yeah, definitely taking the didding from supports. Messiah, Lily, Valerian, Bray. Unless we can do another support. I mean, even Doki Doki would do better than the supports I have otherwise, so we can try that. Should watch it as intended in Japanese. Watch Arcane, and I didn't watch Arcane. Yeah, I don't think most people watched Arcane. I watched Arcane through season 1, I think. Wasn't a big League player anyway, so I didn't know what was going on. Watching that show certainly didn't help. I had no idea what I was watching while watching Arcane. And then I played League of Legends. I've played a couple games. And I have no idea how the story ties into anything in the game anyway, so I don't know what the point was of making that League of Legends show Arcane anyway, but yeah. Have you guys ever played League? Do you like League? I've played maybe, I don't know, 15 games or something, and it seems like you either get, at least for me, I was either completely steamrolling the other team or I was getting completely steamrolled. The character I was playing with was Yorick. I was playing a Yorick. Basically, you're trying to walk into the end game, you know, level 15, 16, 17, 18 with a massive advantage over your enemies and just try to start steamrolling them, so I was kind of carrying my teams, or sometimes I would play into characters that I was just getting destroyed by. Like, there are just some characters just get hard countered by other characters. Like, someone I was playing top lane and I was getting hit by I was getting hit by an ADC in top lane. For you guys that don't know anything about League, the top lane is typically going to be like a melee brawler type build character, not two ranged attack type units hitting each other. That's supposed to be bottom lane stuff, but these people came to play some strange League of Legends, so that's what I had to deal with one game, and that dude pretty much wrecked me. I definitely don't think we won that game because top lane was yeah, I was not doing anything up there, getting range sniped, but yeah. Can't do anything there either. There's really, I don't know if there's anything else we can do here. I think we got one more run of something, and then we're just kind of done for the day. We can try Doki Doki and then see if we can push to there, but yeah, I think we're pretty much just about done. So 14, could get to 16 here maybe. Then I think we'll hit our summons and probably be done. I watched it in English as intended. Yeah, there you go. How do they feel about that? Trufflix. Yeah. Hard to call Pokemon anime when the same little boy is 10 years old for 25 years. You know, most anime I watch, the character actually does age. Pretty much every anime I watch, the character ages actually. Pokemon is the only one where it's a 10-year-old boy for 25 years. I wonder what happened to his dad anyway. Unless you guys think it was Professor Oak. I know some people think that. Ash is immortal, yeah, he might be. Ash is immortal. I saw a horrible meme earlier, actually. As long as we're talking about it, I saw a meme where Cynthia came to the door to get pizza, the champion of the Sinnoh region, and Ash was asleep in bed behind her. That was lovely to see. We know Ash couldn't smash Cynthia. Anyone that watches Pokemon know Ash is never gonna be touching her. But yeah, he did allegedly beat her in the Masters League or whatever. I wasn't watching for many years, and then I heard Ash finally won. I was like, that's not right. And yeah, and I guess he did beat Cynthia's team there. He should have fought her in the Diamond and Pearl series, and then they, for some reason, had a character come in, Tobias, and wrecked Ash's team with a Latios and Darkrai. Two legendary or mythical whatever Pokemon smashed him out. And then somehow that dude lost to Cynthia, which that doesn't make any sense, but yeah. Yeah, we all know Ash is not touching Cynthia, so. Yeah, nice, we got through Doki Doki Hard 3, was that? The HP bonus there. At least it's a 2 matrix epic piece. That'll be useful for something, probably. There, and then We'll see. Well, we got pretty good damage right off the bat. That's good. Did Gray use his third skill and not his second skill first? Is that what I just saw? Or is that a crit buff? But Gray's AI was supposed to be pretty good, so that would be a bit odd. So out of the people that are watching right now, are you guys from the States, or are you guys from like Eastern Asia kind of area? Where are you guys from? If you're from Europe, I mean, maybe you want to go to bed and get a couple hours of sleep tonight, but I assume most people in here are from the States, or they're from or you know, from North or South America, or from East Asia, so. US East Coast, yeah. Yeah. US East Coast. So is your state on fire, or is your state, does it rain every day in your state? There only seems to be two ways out there. Mix of everything. Oh, yeah, oh, gotcha. Were you guys hit by that hurricane? I know it hit Tennessee. The way they were acting like that was gonna hit. I'm up in Wisconsin. They were acting like that hurricane was gonna get up here. So I don't know if that hit Kentucky at all. That big one that came through. Yeah, lots of flooding. Yeah, it's too bad. That's yeah, it's just too bad. I don't know. There's nothing you can even really do about that either. It's not like you can put up there's nothing you can do with water. Like, you're just getting destroyed. Like fire, you can try to pull water from somewhere else to put out, or with wind, you can try to put up some barriers to stop the wind with like landslide and landfall. You guys probably have some of that, like landslides, rock slides, mudslides, whatever, and over there, like, you can try to architecturally build things that withstand that, but water, you just get destroyed. It is quite the force. You guys get any There's some government agency that's supposed to help us when we have natural disasters. Hurricane relief they do. I can't think of the name. They're wildly incompetent. What's it called? It's not like Red Cross. It's something else. Oh, FEMA, that's what I'm thinking of. Federal Emergency Management Agency. Yeah, so FEMA. Did FEMA ever come out and help you guys? I hear there are people in North Carolina that, like, they don't have a house to live in. North Carolina, Tennessee, there's nothing but water and dirt there. Like, I don't know what they're exactly doing to live if they're, but some of them are still there. They're stuck there. They can't go anywhere. So, yeah, you can't stop water. Saw videos of houses floating down streets. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's not a good deal when you see sharks swimming on the streets of the Carolinas and Florida. That's not a positive thing for the nation to see. But yeah, I don't think it'd be great if it would be great if our government actually helped people after hurricanes happen. Like, everybody understands the risk of living in a hurricane zone, that you're probably gonna get hit by a hurricane, but um, people in like Tennessee, who is gonna know to plan for that? Yeah, they're pretty much useless. Yeah, it's a sad deal. Um, it's a really sad deal. The state of our country in some capacity. Yeah, I don't know. The Flint, Michigan. I don't know if any of you guys remember that. It was, I think, back in 2014 now, or maybe it was even earlier than that. It might have been 2010 or 11. They found out that the Flint, Michigan water was basically toxic to drink. Like, the people there can't drink the water in their own city, and it's a decade later, and they haven't done anything in Flint, Michigan. Literally nothing to help get people clean drinking water. And we allegedly live in a first world country, so yeah, it just does not make sense. Yeah, it is just sad. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't. I really do not. But I guess that's why we play video games. If we like to, if things were positive in our country or in the world, then we would probably watch the news and go outside and believe what our government tells us. But um, yeah, video games are much more appealing than reality in some ways. So that's why we're here. Actually, So if you live in Kentucky, do you ever go to the Derby at all, or is that not for you? Oh, it's for millionaires, eh? That's too bad. Is it just like too expensive to go, or is it like, is that what you mean by millionaires, or is it just like the atmosphere is just kind of like you just wouldn't want to go there unless you had a lot of money to spend on betting or whatever? Both, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I actually back in the early 2010s, I think it was, I was watching the Derby racing, and I saw the horse American Pharoah, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be the next horse to win the Triple Crown, because I just liked the name, and then he actually did it, that horse. So yeah, too bad I was in middle school and couldn't bet on it, but or I don't know if that might have been even earlier than that. I can't remember what year it was, but yeah, that's part of where I got my YouTube name, actually, was because of that horse. I don't really watch the races, but I just liked that name, so. This fight is taking absolutely forever. We'll get through it here. My daughter's in here with me. Wants to play. You think we'll win? It's not looking good. Nice. We were able to save the. We were able to save the one stamina there. So exit that, and oh, that'll be good to get then. Actually, with that, I'll be able to get Didding's Will 2 and 3 done, so we can start building him up, and he will be probably a pretty big piece of the Fabian puzzle. Maybe we could use Messiah, but it might have to be Didding. So not a whole lot left we can do here. We have basically no stamina. Let's just set this up. Or no, we're done, I guess. Yeah, we'll just hit some summons here, guys, and we will probably call it a stream then, actually. See if there's anything else we can get here. There you go. Is there anything in here we could get? I don't think there was. No, it's just that. Anything in an event? No, I'm just getting more of this done. Nice, I'll take that. So yeah, I think we're just going to summon and probably call it a day then, guys. So today we got Lily and Leanne 5-starred. I got these ones, just leveled up more, I guess, generally. We got pretty far in the Hyperlink Charter, actually. We got through a bunch of this stuff. I think we went from level... What did we go through today? Level 16 to 22, maybe? I think it could be about that. I can't remember exactly. I could go back later and figure it out. Just look at the start of my stream. Maybe we could do this before that though. Good enough, lovely. We will be good to go with her then. We don't have the epic shells available yet. That's going to be what it is, yeah. So, alright, I think we got basically maxed out what we could do today. There will be more summons in here too, which is nice, but we can just summon what we've got. So 17 there. And then I know we had a couple here. Nice. What do we get, guys? We get the Shadow Sonya. Finish this stuff out then. This account, pretty nutty. No fucking way. Oh, okay. Not that I'm super happy with that, but I was worried it was going to be another Freya. So I'm definitely happy to get this and not a second Freya at this point. That would have been pretty rough. So that's all right. Not what we were hoping for, but at least he's new. Get these two. Okay. Alright, rares. Pretty typical there. We're 74 off. I'll probably... Well, we could summon that. We still have 7,000 left at that point. Maybe we... I don't know. Maybe we... throw 20 into here. I'm not sure. I don't really care about Yelly, but yeah, I don't know if I'd rather just save the I don't know if I'd rather just save the crystals up, because it would be, to get 80 summons would be 24,000. I think it'd be 24,000 to full pity on the Spanner crystals, so I feel like maybe we wait and see if they run something like a Shadow Sonya instead. I don't think they're going to run Lily. Shadow Sonya would be kind of a stretch too, though. They did run Messiah. Mio, they could have run Heinrich, Doki Doki. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we skip on this and hold on. Yeah, I think we'll probably call it there then and just save these with that stuff. But anyway, I think that's going to be all for today. Unless we got enough here. Upgrade a set in animals to 6 stars. It's not quite going to happen. Collect animals. Yeah, these are just like more summoning things. So, alright, well, I think that's all for today, guys. Thank you all for stopping out once again. If you've not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you know when I'm streaming or when I upload a video. But yeah. Yeah, you're just saving up for now. Are you saving up for, like, crystals for LD summons, or is it you're just saving up all your summons in general? Do it 8. Huh. Maybe if we've got 8, we could... I can kind of get behind doing 200, but... I don't know. Just in general, yeah. Gotcha. I think I'll just save these and that, or save the crystals. I don't mind blowing these in the permanent summons, but yeah, I think that's all for today, guys. Thank you all for stopping out. I will see all of you next time.